UTP cabling pinouts. The 10 base T and 100 base T use two pairs of wires in a UTP cable, one for each direction. Now the figure shows 4 wires, all of which sit inside a single UTP cable that connects a PC and a LAN switch. In this example, the PC on the left transmits using top pair, and the switch on the right transmits using the bottom pair. For correct transmission over the link, the wires in the UTP cable must be connected to the correct pin positions in the RJ45 connectors. For example, in the figure, the transmitter on the PC on the left must know the pin positions of the 2 wires it should use to transmit. Now, to understand the wiring of the cable, which wires need to be in which pin positions on both ends of the cable, you need to first understand how the network interface cards and switches work. As a rule, Ethernet network interface card transmitters use the pair connected to pins 1 and 2. The network interface card receivers use a pair of wires at pin position 3 and 6. LAN switches, knowing those facts about what Ethernet network interface cards do the opposite. Their receivers use the wire pair at pins 1 and 2, and their transmitters use the wire pair at pins 3 and 6. Now this is the final perspective on the straight-through cable pinout. In this case, PC Larry connects to a LAN switch. Note that the figure again does not show the UTP cable, but instead shows the wires that sit inside the cable, to emphasize the idea of wire pairs and pins. The straight-through cable works correctly when nodes use opposite pairs for transmitting data. However, when 2 like devices connect to an Ethernet link, they both transmit on the same pins. In that case, you then need another type of cabling pinout called a crossover cable. The crossover cable pinout crosses the pair at the transmit pins on each device to the receive pins on the opposite device. For example, the figure below shows a campus LAN in a single building. In this case, several straight-through cables are used to connect PCs to switches. In addition, the cables connecting the switches require crossover cables. 1000 base T, gigabit Ethernet, differs from 10 base T and 100 base T, as far as the cabling and pinouts. First, 1000 base T requires 4 wire pairs. Second, it uses more advanced electronics that allow both ends to transmit and receive simultaneously on each wire pair. However, the wiring pinouts for 1000 base T work almost identically to the earlier standards, adding details for the additional 2 pairs. The straight-through cable for 1000 base T uses the 4 pairs to create 4 circuits, but the pins need to match. It uses the same pinouts for 2 pairs, as do the 10 base T and 100 base T standards, and it adds a pair at pins 4 and 5, and the final pair at pins 7 and 8, as shown in this figure. The gigabit Ethernet crossover cable crosses the same 2 wire pairs as the crossover cable for the other types of Ethernet, the pairs at pins 1, 2 and 3, 6. It also crosses the 2 new pairs, as well the pair at pins 4, 5 with the pair at pin 7, 8. I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and it was informative. If so, don't forget to give it a like and a nice comment also. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe too, if you want more videos like this. Thanks for watching.